The Apollo missions were humanity's greatest achievement. The world watched in awe as astronauts set foot on the moon, proving space travel was no fantasy. Between 1969 and 1972, NASA landed 6 missions. Then suddenly it all stopped. No moon bases, no deep space presence, just silence. Unlock the mysteries of Beyond Secrets. Be the first to like and subscribe. For over 50 years people have asked, why didn't NASA go back? The usual answers, funding cuts, politics, shifting priorities, don't explain everything. What if there's more? What if NASA knows something they won't talk about? Elon Musk, at the forefront of modern space travel, is asking the same question. Why was it harder to return than to go in the first place? The Apollo missions were a Cold War spectacle, more about dominance than science. Once the US won, public interest faded, and so did the urgency. But that doesn't explain why, decades later, NASA seemed unable to repeat what it had already done. Much of the Apollo-era technology is now lost. The Saturn V blueprints, the expertise vanished. NASA even claims the Van Allen radiation belts are a major challenge. So how did Apollo astronauts pass through them so easily? Musk finds this baffling. If we could land on the moon in 1969, why does it feel impossible now? Then there's the unsettling question. Did Apollo discover something NASA didn't want to reveal? Some believe astronauts saw more than just rocks, strange lights, unidentified objects, even structures. Buzz Aldrin has hinted at unexplained sightings. Neil Armstrong remained cryptic. Some Apollo transmissions were mysteriously cut, fueling speculation. If NASA did find something, keeping it secret makes sense. The implications, scientific, religious, political, could be world-changing. But Musk isn't bound by government restrictions. His goal is clear: return to the moon, establish a permanent presence, and push toward Mars. He's criticized NASA's delays, calling them inefficient. If a private company can do it faster and cheaper, what's really holding NASA back? Some suspect control. If the moon holds secrets, those in power might want them hidden. But Musk doesn't play by those rules. He's built an empire by defying limits: electric cars, reusable rockets, and now lunar exploration. If SpaceX succeeds, the truth will finally come out. Was NASA's absence a mistake, or was it intentional? The future of space no longer belongs to governments. It belongs to those willing to take the risk, and Musk is leading the way. If there's a hidden truth about the moon, we may soon find out. And when we do, the world may never be the same. For decades, the world accepted NASA's explanations without question. The Apollo program was costly, the Cold War ended, and priorities shifted. But when you dig deeper, inconsistencies emerge. The technology that supposedly took us to the moon in 1969 is now lost. The blueprints, hardware, and even expertise are gone. Elon Musk finds this highly suspicious. SpaceX built rockets from scratch, yet NASA, once the pinnacle of innovation, can't return to the moon. How did we regress? Why is it harder now than 50 years ago? NASA engineers admit the Saturn V rocket, the most powerful ever built, can't be reproduced. The blueprints are incomplete, key materials are unavailable, and the experts are gone. To Musk, this is unacceptable. If we landed on the moon in the 60s, modern tech should make it easy. But NASA struggles. The Artemis program faces endless delays while billion-dollar projects stall. Meanwhile, SpaceX has revolutionized rocketry in just 2 decades. The Falcon 9 lowered launch costs, and Starship aims to be the most powerful spacecraft ever. Yet NASA remains stuck in the past. The deeper Musk looks, the stranger it gets. One major challenge NASA cites today is the Van Allen radiation belts, highly radioactive zones surrounding Earth. If they're so dangerous now, how did Apollo astronauts pass through them repeatedly without issue? NASA now admits shielding is a major hurdle requiring new tech. But if we did it easily in 1969, why can't we do it today? Some researchers suspect NASA hasn't been entirely truthful. Others question whether Apollo happened as recorded. Musk, however, sees the issue as technological stagnation and bureaucracy. NASA is weighed down by politics, funding cuts, and corporate lobbying, slowing progress to a crawl. SpaceX, operating with private funding and rapid iteration, is already designing vehicles for deep space. Starship, with full reusability and massive payload capacity, is built for beyond-the-moon missions. If Musk succeeds where NASA failed, the real question is, what will he find? For decades, whispers have surrounded the Apollo missions: edited transcripts, missing footage, strange sightings. Buzz Aldrin spoke cryptically about something being there. Neil Armstrong once hinted at truths beyond imagination. Some claim certain Apollo transmissions were cut from public broadcasts, with intercepted signals reporting UFOs, strange lights, even artificial structures. If the moon was just a barren rock, why abandon it? Logically, it should have been a launch pad for Mars, humanity's first deep space outpost. Instead, after Apollo 17 in 1972, all exploration stopped. Did astronauts encounter something that forced NASA to retreat? Musk isn't bound by the same restrictions. If he reaches the moon, he plans to live-stream everything, revealing what NASA might have hidden. If there are secrets, exposing them could shake history. What if another civilization left evidence? What if unknown technology lies beneath the surface? Some theories go even further, suggesting the moon itself isn't what we think it is. Its composition, orbit, and origins remain a mystery. Unlike any other moon, it's unusually large compared to Earth. Its precise orbit allows for perfect solar eclipses, something statistically improbable. If Musk gets there first, the truth may finally come out. The moon's unsolved mystery. In 1969, Apollo 12 crashed part of its lunar module into the moon, and it rang like a bell for over an hour. Was the moon hollow? Did it hide unknown structures? NASA never gave a clear answer. Now Elon Musk wants to find out. If SpaceX reaches the moon, it won't just be another landing. It'll be historic. For the first time, a private company, not a government, will lead lunar exploration. And if Musk delivers on full transparency, we may finally see what's been hidden for decades. But some believe that's exactly why SpaceX faces constant delays, regulatory red tape, political opposition, and endless obstacles. Is this just bureaucracy, or is something bigger at play? If the moon holds secrets, they won't stay hidden forever. Why did NASA abandon the moon? For over 50 years, no human has set foot on the lunar surface. The Apollo missions were supposed to be the first step toward a lunar base and deep space exploration. Yet after Apollo 17 in 1972, everything stopped. No landings. No expansion. Just silence. NASA blames funding cuts and politics. But Musk isn't convinced. The US sent humans to the moon in 1969. So why would that technology simply vanish? Instead of advancing, we regressed. Musk is determined to return, and when he does, the world may finally learn the truth. Lost technology and the Van Allen belt paradox. NASA admits much of the Apollo tech is lost. The Saturn V rocket, the most powerful ever built, was retired, and NASA claims they can't recreate it. But why? SpaceX built reusable rockets from scratch, yet NASA struggles to match what they achieved in the 60s. Another mystery, the Van Allen radiation belts. NASA now says they're a major hazard, yet Apollo astronauts supposedly passed through them with ease. If we solved this in the 60s, why is it a problem now? Was Apollo's success exaggerated, or did NASA lose crucial knowledge? Musk isn't waiting for answers. He's developing modern shielding to bypass NASA's bureaucracy. If SpaceX reaches the moon, we'll know whether radiation is a real issue or just another excuse. What did Apollo astronauts really see? Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong made cryptic statements over the years. Aldrin hinted at seeing something strange. Armstrong spoke of truths beyond imagination. Some believe NASA censored Apollo transmissions, messages describing unknown objects near landing sites. Was the moon already occupied? Was Apollo warned not to return? If Musk lands on the moon, he promises full transparency, live streams and censored footage, real-time updates. If NASA hid something, we're about to find out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more educational content. Thanks for watching.